Nurcan, it's so nice to have you here.
Thanks, Christiane.
Welcome.
Thanks.
We know each other for not that long.
No.
But it was like a spark from the beginning.
It
I can
was.
tell you from my end, but I know it was also...
I don't even know when it was the first time. It thinks like 1.5 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, it was during Corona, more or less, when we met.
Yeah.
And we were limited to the possibilities,
True
but
story.
we said, okay, let's make something happen no matter what. And we did an online conversation, interactive, also with Anthony from France.
Yeah.
So much fun. Yeah, we had a blast. And now you're here at the Ibiza Education Retreat, so welcome. I'm super happy to have you on board.
Thank you very much for having me here.
It's a pleasure.
Lovely. It's already only been day 1 yet, but it's amazing.
Actually, I like to call it day 0.
Day 0. Let's call it day 0.
Yeah, so this is day 0. It's the kickoff of IR with you and with the team and the other speakers to kind of have a little bit of some time together before tomorrow. And so thank you for being here. And can you give us a little bit of an insight of what you expect from your presentation? What have you prepared? Just a little glimpse?
Actually, I've started my practice like now for 5 years, and I'm trying to improve myself little by little. And the thing that I faced is that you want to improve yourself on a daily basis. And what I'm going to show tomorrow is I'm just going to start with one case about implantology because I want to point out Megagen, because I'm working with Megagen now for approximately 2 years, I guess.
Nice.
Because I've done the educational education in Megamind.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Megamind was
project.
just one. Yeah, thanks. Megamind was just one small part, but I've did the education with Irfan Abbas.
Okay.
And after that, we could send a case, and I'm going to present one of the cases that I won with Megamind, and now I'm going to an international level, so I'm going to present that one. But basically, I'm going to talk about decision making tomorrow. When do you decide what plan are you going to make in order to make facings? And on a minimally invasive way of treating. So I'm going to show the backward planning, and step by step I'm going to show how you're going to treat a patient that's willing to have aesthetic outcomes. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it would be nice to see you lecture for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I've known of you, and I'm a fan. I'm a follower. I love what you're doing.
Thanks.
It's nice to see that your interaction, but now as part of neDwork.
Yeah, basically I'm doing a lot of work in Holland, but now it's the first time for me to do it as well on a more international level.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to do it tomorrow.
Yes.
With a new crowd.
With a new crowd in our little paradise setting.
Exactly.
So I hope you enjoy, and we will continue to explore ideas, and in fact this is just
the beginning.
This is kind of the kickoff of our relationship, let's say, our partnership, because we have also made plans later this year for another type of concept. So we have now the Ibiza Education Retreat.
Yeah.
And then later on we will be doing like an after-work / evening education.
Yeah.
Where we will have another opportunity to go deeper into your topic.
Yeah.
Here in
actually
Ibiza.
we're going to do, I guess, 2 things. One with Sophie.
Correct.
About the composites.
Yeah.
And the other one will be more based on implantology.
Yes.
To have a look on, like, it must be as dummy-proof as possible.
Yeah.
And what I want to show in the course that we are going to do this year is that I'm going to basically tell or explain how I started to do implantology without being afraid of starting to do it.
Exactly.
And,
you hear it a lot.
Because it's a surgical thing, and a lot of people don't like it, or they're afraid that there are complications and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But even if you do, and that's what I'm going to show tomorrow as well, maybe it's not the best case I've done, but at least I won. And what I do want to show is like that even if you're going to do a front tooth, something that's in the picture, immediately seen, that even if you do it and you plan it as good as possible, then you have a very nice outcome without being afraid that these things will directly fail, or that you need to be afraid of doing things like that. So yeah, let's have a look.
Yes, let's have a look. Let's have a look tomorrow, and later on we will expand with these 2 other opportunities within neDwork. So, okay, then let's see what the rest of the event brings, and later on as well. So, thank you for having this little chat with me, and welcome to neDwork and officially into the Ibiza Education Retreat.
Thank you very much for having me, Chris.
My pleasure.
Thanks. Thanks, babe. Er zit alleen geen...
No lemon, but yeah.
It's okay. You know, can you imagine that 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you started doing this, and I don't know how many persons you started with?
It was a very exclusive event. We were with 20 people in the beginning.
Can you imagine, like tomorrow you're going to have almost 60 persons in the 7 Pints.
Yeah.
And if you have a look at, you started having a new brand. You started it in Belgium, but little by little you're going to see that it's going to be a little bit more global. And if you have a look at that you started with 20 persons and now facing the fact that you're going to have 60 tomorrow, that's something to be really proud of.
Like, oh, that's super nice. No chat.
Major, like you had a lot of investments. You had a lot of like ups and downs, and of course you had a lot of effort you had to take, and that kind of stuff.
That's very nice to hear.
Never forget that it always goes with ups and downs. And if you have a look at this crowd right now and tomorrow, I think you should be proud. Even if if you know that you're going to have your anniversary next year of your 5 year.
Yeah, the 5th anniversary of Ibiza Education Retreat.
So just
and a little bit also
continue.
with neDwork, because I launched neDwork with the first edition of IR, and just in a very organic way, you know, not to be commercial, based on the network, or I like to say the neDwork I created, and this is how the name actually came across.
Exactly.
neDwork was actually created with an international foundation. This was the base, but we started and it started like that, and then came Corona, and then I focused more in the Benelux market.
Exactly. But maybe Corona was also one of the things that brought you a little bit back.
I don't see any obstacles.
Exactly.
You know, I always see an opportunity.
Yeah.
So
maybe you had to do 1 step back, but now you're facing 2 steps forward.
I just changed my focus.
Exactly.
I just changed my focus. Amazing. And I got to know and you know, create a community of fantastic dental professionals in Belgium and in the Netherlands.
Exactly.
And also introduce a new concept that people are ready for it.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning they were not sure, but then they are like more and more open, and they were like, okay, this is nice, it's okay, we like it. And
well, you want to be part of it.
Well, thank you for saying. This is the feeling I want to create. You know, that okay, you can be a member, right, of anywhere. You can be invited, but to be a part, to want to be a part of it, as I think is the next extra layer,
next step,
that you cannot ask people for it, you know. It's something that you kind of
you need to feel
it inside you. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, cheers to that.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for the kind words.
Thanks for
appreciate
having me,
it.
Chris.
Yes, it's my pleasure. I'm gonna cry.
Ja, maar het is
That's
gewoon,
amazing.
het is
One
gewoon
of the best first interview ever in the universe.
Het is ook gewoon waar.